And this is truer than some of the stories I've told you. But this is true. Several months ago, I came home from work one night. I pulled in the driveway, and there was, as soon as I got out of the car, I heard my name, Darden, Darden. And I turned and looked to my left over to my neighbor's yard, and there's this little man. This little man is 2 years old, learning how to talk, and he's riding his four-wheel wooden Honda motorcycle. I know it's a Honda because I couldn't hear the motor. So he's sitting there on his motorcycle and he yells my name, and he does that periodically. And I said, "Noah, how are you?" He goes, and he looks at me as if to say, he's surprised that I answered. And he gives me this look and he goes, "La la 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 la." Keep in mind, he's learning how to talk. And I said, "Yes, you're right." And then he turned and he was kind of surprised that I gave him a response back, and then he went, "Oh, okay. I agree with that too." Now let me translate what he told me. What he told me, actually. He said, "My parents have provided all this foundation for me. And I got a whole world to look for. I got a whole world out there for me to explore." And that's pretty much true. He's very true, out of the mouths of babes. Truth of the matter is, parents are given a task of exposing our kids to the world. It's kind of like going to the carnival. You go down the aisles and you see these different vendors and whatnot. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good. And you try to steer your kids toward the good ones. And sometimes they step into the bad ones and they see the people who go, "Oh, you know, never mind." They just... I won't go into that. But George and Diane and Arlene and I have been blessed with 2 kids that have found a good booth to go to. They found the golden egg. And the truth of the matter is, you guys are the golden egg. Each and every one of you here tonight are a chosen few. There are thousands of people that they could have invited tonight, but they chose you. Only because of the fact you had a strong influence on their life day in and day out, whether you met them for a second or whether you saw them every day. But you had an influence, and each and every one of you brought these kids up. All we did was provide the foundation, but each one of you had something to do with them as who they are today. And we all thank you. So first and foremost, I want to raise a toast to every one of you that are here tonight. And thank you for helping us raise 2 wonderful kids. Now I have another toast. When Rob started trying to court Alita, she was apparently a little resistant at times, but nevertheless, just coincidentally, like I said earlier, this is a true story, and this is truer than most. I was on a business trip, and I went to Culver. Now, I didn't know what Culver was. I had no idea. The school that Rob went to for high school. I just happened to go there. So several months later, Arlena mentions to me, says, "I'm dating this great guy." And I said, "Well, tell me about it." He said, "Well, he went to this military school up in northern Indiana." I said, "Is it Culver?" He goes, "Yeah, how'd you know that? I'm from Georgia. What do you know about anybody in Indiana?" I said, "Well, Indiana, I'll find my way around." So I thought, months went by and this thing became a real deal. I thought, I'll give Culver a call. I'm going to find out about this. I know people. So I called up the administration office over there, and the guy answers the phone, and he passes me to somebody else, and then I said, okay, look, I want to find out a little bit about Robert Rodell. And she says, well, who? I said, Robert Rodell. I think he graduated about '06. Oh, okay. So she starts flipping through some stuff, flipping back and forth. And she says, oh, yeah. I says, is he a brother to Eric Rodell? Well, at that point, I said, yes, you're absolutely right. By the time I went, click. All right, I got to find out another way of doing this. Okay, so, truthfully, through this time, I've gotten to know Rob and Eric and all of you, and you know, I thought it was kind of comical tonight when we came in, and we took pictures after the fact, and it looked like to me the cops came in a Yugo, and everybody else came in, and the Rodells came in a 747. Nevertheless, I did find out the fact that the family that Rob has grown up with and around, not just family, but friends, they mean a world to him, and they mean a world to us as well. I could see the fact that he's grown up in an area of longevity and family. You've got his grandparents have been married 63 years. His parents have been married 33 years. He's got other family members that have been married in the same matter of time. They know the importance of marriage. They know the importance of family. And that's the whole key to this thing. That's the whole key. If you can get a foundation of family people together, you can conquer the world. And with that, I knew that Arlita and Rob were made for each other. Arlita's grandparents have been married for 62 years come next month. We are fortunate. We've been married for 31. I want to make is the fact that they have a foundation to build upon. And we're so glad that you're here to share that with us. So, to Rob and Arlita, I want to raise a toast to you. May this be the best day of your life. However, may the rest of the days be better than this one.